All right, so this is the third video of section 3.5, and in the second video we stopped and I asked you to do example 4b and then stop once you get to this number line. So you should have solved using the quadratic formula because this does not factor out. And so your two critical points, you should have got 1.47 and negative 1.14. So if we put those on a number line, okay, and we choose a point before, in the middle, and after, I just chose negative 2, 0, and 2. And what I got is negative 2 is a solution. Between it, the 0 is not, and the 2, which is greater than the second critical point, the bigger the 2, is yes. So what we would write that as is we would say, and remember we're talking about the greater than or equal to, so this is, the critical point is included. Okay, because of the equal to sign. So we would say x is, well, negative 2 would be less than, but remember, we're equal to as well, negative 1.14, or x is greater than or equal to 1.47. And that would be how we'd write our final answer. All right, let's look at example 5 now. Okay, it says a rectangular parking lot must have a perimeter of 440 feet and an area of at least 8,000 square feet. Okay, so it's rectangular. If it's rectangular, I know these are the same and this is the same. Okay, and I know that the perimeter has to be equal to 440. So 2x plus 2y equals 440. And the area, which I find by just x times y, has to be greater than or equal to 8,000. Okay, now if I do a little bit of math here, I have a system I want to solve, so I'm going to solve by substitution. So if I divide both sides by 2, I get x plus y equals 440. And then if I go a step further, I get y equals negative x plus 440. Hold on, divide by 2. This is 220, I apologize. 220, and this is plus, that didn't go well like I wanted it to. Y is negative x plus 220. There, that's better. All right, so now that I know what y is, I'm going to take it and substitute it in here. Okay, so I get x times negative x plus 220 has to be greater than or equal to 8,000. Okay, and this is just negative x squared plus 220x is greater than or equal to 8,000. Okay, now I want to solve this. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and move this 8,000 to the other side. So I have negative x squared plus 220 x minus 8,000 is greater than or equal to 0 is on the right because 8,000 minus 8,000 is 0. Okay, now I cannot factor this. Okay, so I'm going to put this into the quadratic formula. All right, so I'm going to move over here to the left. So my A is negative 1, B is 220, and C is negative 8,000. Okay, so negative B, so negative 220 plus or minus square root of 220 squared minus 4 times A times C, all over 2A. All right, so if I clean this up a little bit, this is negative 220 plus or minus square root of, if I put all this together, this negative and negative make a positive, so I'm going to add these. You should get 16,400 over negative 2. Okay, well, a negative and a negative make a positive, so I can just disregard those. Okay, so from here, I have 20 plus square root of 16,400 over 2, and 220, this is 220, minus square root of 16,400 divided by 2. Okay, and if you put that into your calculator, this is approximately, and we're rounding again, you get right at 174, not right at, but very, very, very close. And this one here is 45.97, so we're going to say right at 46. Okay, so that's what your x is equal to. Okay, so here's my two critical points. Okay, so I'm going to make my number line now. So I have 46 comes before 174, so I'm going to have 46 on the left. And notice this is greater than or equal to, so these critical points are included. Okay, so I'm just going to pick a point. So less than 46, 0 is the easiest to pick. Between it, I can just do 50. And to the right, I'm going to, guys, this is 174, not 176. My apologies. Oops, 174. So I'm just going to pick 175. Okay, so if we plug these in, so I'm just going to plug this into my calculator since I'm out of room on my paper, but I encourage you to do the same thing. Okay, so we're going to plug 0 in to see if this here is greater than 8,000. And when I plug 0 in, I got 0 is greater than or equal to 8,000, which is not true. So this is a no. Okay, if I plug 50 in, if I plug it just straight into my calculator, I get 0 is greater than or equal to negative 500. Okay, which is a yes. And for my 75, or 175, if I plug it in, and I'm plugging it into this equation, by the way, guys. I get 0 is greater than or equal to 125, which is a no. So this will not work. Okay, so my solutions, or my solutions to this is between 46 and 174. So I could say the length, or it could be the width, is between 46 and 174. And obviously, since our perimeter is fixed, we could adjust. You know, if we're talking about our length, we can adjust our width based on what our length is. All right, if you feel like you need more practice, please complete these two monitoring progresses, and I will work them out and let you look at them. But if you're good, you can go ahead and stop and then start on your homework. But if you do need more practice, please do pause this video and work these out and then check them. So this is what you should have gotten for the first one. And here's what you should have gotten for the second one.